So, thank you for clicking on this video. Secondly, I want you guys to subscribe. So click on the subscribe button down here. I think it's here. And thirdly, before I want to have a chat with you guys today, I want you guys to get up, like literally get up and get your favorite drink, as in water, drink, or juice, or coffee or tea, and your favorite snack, and then come back, after pausing this video, coming back, and we will talk. I want you guys to get comfy before you even bother to listen to me, so that you guys don't have the excuse to be hungry or think about other things. So it's like we're having a one-on-one chat here. I like to, have chats one-on-one or 1 in 3, depending who's clicking on this. And it means a lot to me, so, this will be very fruitful. So go do that, get up and go get your favorite snack and your favorite water drink, and be right back. Yay! It's April! Oh my gosh, literally, where did time go? Where did March, February, and January go? Man, it's pretty scary, but in a good way. More like we just gotta embrace the new vibes and the new season that has come around, and hopefully we can finally pack away our parkas and our winter coats and really just get comfy and have a chat. So, out of all things, again, thank you for coming back and, listening to my boringness. I'm kidding. And, being and actually taking the time to watch this video. I know, you guys are very busy, especially those with the young adult ministries. Good job, great. God bless you. I know the online masses and the online young adult ministries are really up and running online, so yes, that's how it's done. So first and foremost, again, thank you for tuning in and wanting to spend time with me. I personally honestly want to say that you guys should subscribe, as I said in my intro, which should be down here, I think right here, and it will be worth the click, because I'm trying to make this vlogs for Christ every single day. And even when this whole quarantine is over, I really want to make a big effort to, really afterward come straight home after mass and, start filming. So honestly, it's going to be a new challenge for me, because normally I'm exhausted afterward, but I'm doing this for God, so God help me. God help me. And especially our Blessed Mother Mary, she's the one that really holds my hand like a little baby, and she's like, "Hey, let's go, little child, let's go, little kiddo, let's go." And I really like that. So honestly, it's great. And again, the challenge is not easy at times, but I really take that opportunity of feeling exhaustion and tiredness to really gather my strength even more. So I hope you guys have your snack and your water, drink. And so anyway, I want to talk about today about taking up our crosses. And it's one of the tough topics that all of us tend to really suppress in our lives at times, because when it comes to living our lives, right, we tend to just deal with it, no matter how tough it can be at times or how glorious it can be at times. But it's a transformative experience, when it comes to, those tough times that really challenges our character to change. I know personally for me, I went through a lot of pruning, went through a lot of purification, and a lot of transformation so far. I'm saying so far because God knows how God's still going to continue on his journey on me. So the journey's not over, and I am still open to the challenges that God has for me in store. And if it's even touching upon my own passions in my life, or things that I love in my life, or even challenges with anything, I'm trying to keep my mind and my heart open to that, because honestly, it's through those times of pruning that I honestly find joy in. I know it sounds weird and like cliche, but really it's true, because that's when I know that that's a big opportunity for me to step out of my comfort zone and just embrace how I am now and my potential, how I can be after the whole pruning process. So I look at it in that context, because I know, like, you know, God loves each and every one of us, right? And the way he shows his love is for us to really develop on ourselves, meaning that, you know, he wants us to become better in our, you know, in our discipleship for Christ. And, you know, it's not easy though, as I've already said, because, you know, it will definitely touch upon our ego, our pride, our possessions, or our character, especially in our personality. And ultimately at the end, like, we just have to keep on thinking that, like, even though it's not easy, it's actually a great way and a miracle way to be able to, you know, embrace what's to come. I say that with full honesty and honesty from the heart, really, because during the experience I've had in the past, it's just been those times that God's really touched upon my personality, my character, how I make my decisions, how I am with other people. And, you know, without those times of, you know, challenging my character and who I am, I wouldn't be like this now. I know I still have my impurities and everything that's still lacking in some areas of myself, and I'm trying to really work on that, and God knows I still have many more to do. So honestly, that's why for you guys, honestly, just take those tough times, look at it as a, you know, as God's love and mercy and grace shattered on you. I mean, showered, not shattered, on you, so that you guys will really, you know, see it from the perspective of how God wants you to see it. And if it touches upon your plans that you thought you had for yourself, or if it touches upon, you know, people that you love, or opportunities that you wanted for yourself, just allow God to work within that and allow you to see that he is trying to direct you to something greater. And I know I've said this in my previous videos, but I feel like you guys need to be reminded, friendly reminder, that you know, I call it door closures. I know it sounds a little bit negative, but I call it like, one door closes, 10 better doors open. You know, just always look at it in that perspective, in that positive perspective, so that, like, you guys will really not be discouraged in regards to any challenges that you come across. For those, I don't know who's probably watching this, but, like, you know, if it's the younger generation, maybe the teenage ones, you know, looking back at my teenage life, like, I was very rebellious. I was not very, what's it called? You know, I was very quiet, but I kept it all to myself. You know, I didn't have the voice to be able to be very vocal about how I think and how I make my decisions. So that's why, you know, people tended to just treat me like a doormat. But really, it was all brewing inside of me. So the way I rebelled was just like, you know, just not talking, literally. It was all within me. I didn't really want to express it much. But now that I've evolved in this manner of who I am, I'm able to control how I say things with a more refined manner, and with a more effective way that's not going to offend the other person. It's a lot of, like, this learning curve where, like, it's only through the tough times that I've really endured the changes that I've gone through. And literally, like, for you people out there that know that you guys are stubborn at heart, trust me, God is going to soften your heart. I say that with full experience background on that because honestly, I was just the type that was just my way or the highway. But now the way I look at it is just like, okay, if God doesn't want it to happen, regardless of what it is, let it be done according to His will. I always keep reminding myself that all the time. I always keep telling myself, okay, like God's will prevail. Literally. I know it's short and concise, but like literally it's very effective because even our Blessed Mother Mary said it too. When she accepted being the mother of Jesus Christ, our Lord, right? So honestly, we have to follow that example of our Blessed Mother Mary, who was really obedient to saying yes to God, and saying yes to God and taking up her own cross as well to endure her son dying on the cross and the agony that she's gone through just seeing her son dying, right? And the sufferings that he's gone through. So that's why in comparison to us, we have to take up our crosses, and we have to follow that example that our Blessed Mother Mary has really shown us to really just be obedient with God, say yes to God. If something doesn't follow our pathway, just say yes. Just say yes. It's very simple. Just saying yes to God is literally the main point I want to come across to you guys, because honestly, the more you don't say yes, essentially things will be a little different. Yes, God will still show His love, grace, and mercy to you, but it's gonna be a little bit more difficult in some aspects. I'm saying that come from experience, but everyone's lives are different. Everyone's plan is different according to God's will, right? So that's why, the way I look at it is just every opportunity God wants me to take up, I just say yes. If it's just, or maybe if it's through, doing more volunteering outside of my comfort zone, or if it's, being there for someone even though it's like late at night and they need your help and someone to hear them out, say yes. Honestly, the more you give to God, the more He will give back to you 100-fold. And always remember that, because every opportunity that you do for God, God will reward you. I say that with full confidence and boldness. He will reward you with 100-fold. If it's not on earth, I call it heaven mile points. Really, because honestly, we can't really expect what reward God will give us. Really, it's more just do it from the heart. End of story. Don't expect. The more you expect, the more you will get disappointed. I like to do that nowadays. That's why if I'm going to do, when I do the tasks that I do or the deeds that I do for other people, I just do it. I don't do it for the sake of, okay, what's my reward? No, it's just, every time you help someone, you're helping Jesus, right there. Just simple as that. And, honestly, there are times that we try our best, but it just doesn't satisfy us in terms of satisfy us in terms of a nice gesture in return. For example, in downtown, I personally like to feed the poor as much as I can. I'm saying that because I want for you guys to be encouraged to do the same, not because I'm trying to seek for glorification or anything. No, really, I'm just being the most down-to-earth person I can be with you guys, just saying straight up. And I've had food thrown in my face. The food that I tried to give to a poor person on the street with a sign that says, "I'm hungry, please help," anything. I literally gave a sandwich and I got a sandwich thrown in my face. So legitimately, I was just like, it's fine. Honestly, I just said thank you, God bless you, and walked away, right? And that is one of the big examples that I've gone through. It's just when I try to help someone and they don't give a thank you or oh my gosh, thank you so much. No, just do the good deed for God, and that's it. Call it a day. And that's what I'm saying, like, you know, when it comes to situations like that, or when you're, or maybe like a coworker that's driving you nuts, you respond in kind. And, you know, and they still give you a hard time. The normal reaction people would do is just be like fighting back, right? But honestly, just respond in kind and respectfully, and hopefully getting the point across that, you know, you did this. Okay, can we work something out? Like, just really, you know, work it out in a professional manner that is effective without actually offending the other person. And, you know, over the course of time, like, I've really learned in my heart, my mind, that like that's the best way to really practice the way of Christ. Again, it's not easy because it will definitely touch upon yourself and your personality and who you are and your character, and a lot of us probably just don't want to let those parts go, but honestly we have to. You know, it's for the better, and we're still growing. We're still going through that journey of becoming closer to Christ, which means getting rid of our impurities, really, mainly. And that's what I'm saying. It's a whole transformative experience, really, at the end of the day. And all simply we have to do is just say yes to God. Remember that. Just say yes to Him, and He will lead the way. Don't forget. So that's what I'm saying. You know, saying yes to God is the ultimate pathway to becoming closer to Him, becoming closer to, you know, to our Blessed Mother Mary. And don't forget our Blessed Mother Mary. I know most of us are very focused on Jesus and God, but some of us tend to forget our Blessed Mother Mary out. And, you know, I like to put it out there that she's very important, especially in my life. I know I haven't really touched upon it much, but I want to incorporate that more in my videos going forward, because she really had a big impact in my life. Really. I mean, I say that with full, you know, boldness and confidence, because, you know, she really helped me along the way. I don't want to go into further on that because I don't want to make this video too long, but don't forget her. Really, just say a simple Hail Mary if you're putting up with a coworker that's just driving you insane, when meanwhile you're not doing anything, you're just mind your own business, and she will instantly really give you that serenity and peace of mind to just contend with it and just respond in kind. Really, I say that with full truthfulness. And so that's why, like, you know, before I close off this video for tonight, you know, I want you guys to really just remember these 3 things. Say yes to God, taking up a cross, and dealing with the first 2 points with our Blessed Mother Mary along the way. Let her hold your hand like a little kiddo, and let her lead you the way, really, because she really gets rid of all our impurities and just presents us better to God and be like, hey, here's my little child, you know, and you know, all shiny and polished like a shiny apple. So I'll go more into that in my next videos going forward, but before I go on and on, I want to do something new and close up with a prayer. So close your eyes. Hey, close your eyes. Okay, good. Okay. Lord, thank you for choosing me for your purpose at this moment in history. Amen. So, honestly, I'm going to close this off with the Sign of the Cross, and I don't want to hold you guys out too much. And first, I want to say again, thank you for tuning in again, and it means so much to me in the bottom of my heart. And as I said in the beginning of my video, please subscribe down here. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, Amen. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!